Checking that one.
Yeah, my character is just a very, 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 very damaged soul, and comes back to find out why. He's been a success. He's had a very successful career. But there's this huge elephant in the room, and he comes back to take it out, I suppose. The reason I decided to do it is because it was so good. I didn't really want to do anything after Hamlet, I must admit. I tried to bat everything away, and so I could just have the last few months of the year to sort of come to terms with it, because it was such a big deal. I was thinking about it all year. And then before that I did a job called Mad Dogs, which was then went straight on to Hamlet and then straight on to... So I wasn't going to do anything after that, but the reason I did this was because it was so good. The script was so good that I thought, if I don't do this, then some other actor is going to do it, and I'll sit there biting my knuckles as I watch it.
The first read-through, we were sitting next to each other, and John and I got the giggles about something, or one of the lines made us laugh. It was just always very easy. Yeah. And Jim, I defy anyone not to fall in love with Jim anyway. And we did, we just all got on, which was really lucky.
Don't tell him bad news.
Like his wife's death?
His mind jumps about. Past and present get confused.
How do you cope with it?
With great difficulty.
Are you wearing that?
No, I'm trying it on for a future occasion. What's wrong with it?
It's a bit... Don't take this the wrong way. Totty.
Well, don't take this the wrong way. You're a dickhead.
When was the last time you went out on a date? The late 80s?
It's not a date.
A guy's taking you out for a meal and you've just spent an hour getting ready. What would you call it?
He's my dentist.
Yeah, well, he wants to get inside a different hole tonight.
And that dress tells him he can.
Fine, fashion guru, you choose.
Oh, when did you get so into beige? So basically, you're saying that if I want to talk to him about the past, there's no chance I'll get a proper answer?
Well, he doesn't know what he's forgotten, so it's difficult to talk to him about it. Prompts help. Smells, music. And talk to him in the present, even if you want to ask about the past.
What kind of music?
Anything, really. Stuff that was about at the time you want to talk about.
Didn't you date a dentist once before?
A couple of years ago. David.
No, way back.
Yeah, Martin.
This is your third dentist.
So?
What's all that about?
I don't get out much.
Yeah?
Are you for real?
Trust me, it says available, not desperate. Have we still got all my old compilation tapes?
Try the cellar. Anything that wasn't burnt went down there.
And that's nothing so beautifully written that you know, she could be cross and bitter that he's gone away, but she wants that familiarity again and that humour. Yeah. And that's what they've always done. And it did work very well. And I think John is naturally a bit of a giggler. And we, you know, for John, the job is huge in every scene, every day, really carrying it. So it must have been quite nice to muck about a bit. Yeah.
But there has to be something, some element of humour in it. I mean, I'm from there, you know, I'm from the same place. And I would always say to my wife, you know, before she saw the place, I'd always say, I'd tell her how grim it was and how, you know, hard it was living there and blah, blah, blah. And then when I finally drive her there, and we drive over the mountains and we see the rolling hills, and she just said, it's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. And you think, yeah, I suppose it is. And you don't remember, but it's never as bad as you think it is.
It's not, no, I know. And it's like small town and you think, I've got to get away.
Gotta get away, gotta get out.
Yeah.
But going back and seeing it again, it can be quite nice, you know.
Shit.
You okay down there?
Fine. Just ignore me.
You lost something?
No. I'm hiding from somebody. Just get on with what you were doing.
You can't sit here, I'm afraid.
Why?
health and safety.
It's a flaw. What do you think's gonna happen?
Something might fall in here.
We're in the cereal aisle.
I'll ask Oshie to move.
Do you get laid much?
Sorry?
Do you get laid much? I'm guessing not. Not with the acne and the stupid haircut. Do you know what? When you do, all this tension just disappear.
Call the supervisor. Brendan! Brendan! This man's on the floor refusing to move.
Tom? Mickey?
Oh, my God. Tom Ronstead as I live and breathe.
Mickey Eldridge, look at you.
Hey, look at you.
Look at you. Mental Mickey.
Yes, we always had John Simm in mind. Yeah, I mean, I make a joke of it now that in the script, before John was involved, I actually wrote Tom Ronstadt, brackets, a very rough-looking John Simm, close brackets, and that was the script that we ended up sending to John Simm, and he read it and thought, oh, you know, and he actually, it sort of made him smile, you know, so I think, yeah, from very early on we wanted John. I mean, he's one of the, you know, I personally think he's one of our finest actors, certainly of, you know, of his generation, but he just gives, I just believe him. Every single scene I believe him, and he's got a real incredible range. He's truthful, you know, and to be honest, he's just been associated with some of the best dramas of the last, you know, 10 or 15 years, really. If you look at, you know, the list of the really, really good dramas of the last sort of 10 or 15 years, usually John's somewhere around it.
The characters they write are usually anti-heroes, which are my favourite kind of parts. I mean, Danny in The Lakes and John Parler in Never Never, Tony Marchant, God, everybody, you know, Cal in State of Play. They've all got some dark element to them, and Tom in this especially. He's a real, very, very heavy dark secret that he's carrying around with him, and then you suddenly begin to, well, he's not vindicated, but you suddenly realise why and why he's like he is, you know.
Yeah.
But they're the best parts.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, and Raskolnikov is like, in Crime and Punishment, which Tony Marchant adapted, you know, he's the ultimate one of those, isn't he? The ultimate anti-hero. But yeah, I think they're the best parts, and those writers from the Northwest can definitely write those parts well. I guess you'll see for yourself when you watch it, but we all got on very well, and yeah, it was very easy to work with, and we shot all those things at the beginning, as you know. They were all sort of in the first few weeks in the house, the family scenes, and so it was quite an intense period of time together, and we got on very well. They're two very easy people to get on with.
Yeah, and it was, I think, especially as it was day in, day out for you, it was sort of, I think, important that you had someone you really liked to work and hang out with.
I can imagine if I didn't get on with anybody, it would have been hell on earth.
Yeah.
And I think also you find with things like this, because the subject matter is so heavy, the set tended to be very light, and it was a lovely atmosphere.
Casting was interesting. Well, of course, John was always attached to the piece from the first time I read it, and that was another thing that attracted me. I'd worked with John a few years ago on the series Life on Mars, and I think he's an amazing performer, and we jump at working with him again. So John was there as Tom and seemed like a perfect Tom. In terms of the rest of the family, their father was originally going to be played by Pete Postlethwaite, who sadly was ill at the time and later died, and Jim stepped in for us, but we couldn't have had a better, as it turns out, a better Sam, and they seemed to work really well as father and son.